Well, I'm not really yet, but
Okay.
I might be by the end of this.
You will? Okay, well, good. Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to My Weekly Meltdowns coverage of Big Brother Canada 7, Week 4, Rant. I don't know if you're here to get all the knowledge you can about Big Brother Canada Season 7. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, if you're looking for some really some really great strategic breakdown and knowledge about what's happening on the live feeds, this is not the show for you tonight, everybody.
You might want to go over to robhasapodcast.com and check them out. We're just bitching tonight because that's the kind of mood that we're in.
Yeah. I have to say this is in my opinion, this is by far the worst season of Big Brother Canada that we've had so far. I was talking with Kyle earlier, and he was saying like this is like on the fast track to being like even worse than Big Brother Canada 4. I think this is by far worse than Big Brother Canada 4. This cast is just terrible all around, and the ones that are like rootable and good are all leaving.
Well, luckily, I've only seen Big Brother Canada 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, I mean 4 wasn't too bad. They just had like a shitty winner. But God, I mean, all right. So let's talk about the double eviction. What did you think of that?
I can't really remember a lot of it. Who went home?
Chelsea and Eddie.
Chelsea went home first. Eddie went home. And the HOH was Adam, right?
Mm-hmm, of course.
When Eddie went home.
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie went in the refrigerator kitchen area, closed off area, and told Adam, what did he tell him? Like he told him something like, I didn't know what to do. No one was talking to me. And yes, I voted to keep so-and-so. And basically did everything he possibly could to get kicked out.
Yeah. I mean, like, it was just like a really bad scramble. And Eddie just kind of dug himself his own hole there. I think that he was probably in danger before this. Actually, no, that's not true. So Kira was nominated with him, and Eddie was supposed to be the pawn, right? Like Kira was definitely the one that was Kiki. I mean, not the other Kira. Sorry. So Kiki was definitely the target, but she won the power of veto, which I thought that power of veto competition looked really cool. The whole like tilting like maze thingy.
Yeah.
Just another example of like how great Big Brother Canada does with their like production value on their competitions. Even for like a dumb veto, like, you know, think about Big Brother US. Like think about how tacky like those veto competitions and double evictions always look. Like it's usually just like
write a number down.
Right. Or like just like ski a ball to the end. Like it's fine.
Yeah. Find a clown shoe and some balls.
I was just about to say, find a clown shoe. And if you're Jeff, don't throw it over the side.
Right.
Yeah, so we saw Kiki win, and so she gets another life in this game. Very sad to see Eddie go home here, because we were just talking last week, I mean, about how we really wanted to see him like win an HOH and potentially shake up this game.
Yeah, I'm like we've said, all the people that we wanted to be on stay are leaving. Kyle's in the chat. I'm at work, so can't watch live, but wanted to pop in and say hi to you guys. Much love. Talk to you later. We love you too, Kyle. Thank you.
We do.
Yes.
And another thing I want to say before we like move on from the double eviction, I'm very disappointed with Chelsea. You know, she was like sitting on this knowledge of this guy's alliance, and she was trying to drop like little hints and everything. But she was saying on the live feeds that she was going to drop this bomb in front of everybody, like during her speech, or like when she was evicted and walking out the door. She did neither of those things. She just did the generic, like, thank you for the experience. I love you all. And then like on her way out, she said like, take out the big threats, but like, that's not going to like move anybody to like really change anything in the game.
Take out the big threats. Bitch, get up the stairs and get out. Bonita, hi, Bonita. She has a question. The blood veto has not been explained yet, or did I miss it? Good question. Has it?
Yeah, the blood veto has not been explained too much yet. Kyle was telling me earlier today that they're saying that production is kind of forcing them to use it this week to save Kiki, because I guess like production is reading all these tweets and seeing how just how like pissed everybody is at this season.
No, production is getting ideas of what to do with the blood veto from the fans. I can see it being whoever wins it gets to take not only themselves, but the other nominee off the block and gets to possibly pick the 2 replacement nominees.
So like a coup d'etat type of thing?
Yeah, coup d'etat.
Yeah. I would be into that. And, you know, a lot of people say that like Big Brother Canada seasons are a little bit more twist heavy than US seasons are. But I think that in this situation, like they really need it.
Yes. So
because we saw Sam win HOH here, and she has this like talk with Adam in the pantry about like, you know, like I feel like there is a guys alliance and you're just keeping me on the side and stuff like that. And all of us at home are like, yes, that's correct. Like keep going, keep this momentum going. Like actually do something with it. Pull in these people, pull in Kiki, pull in Steffi, pull in Damien, Corey. You know, there are still like possibilities out there, right? But Adam's like, no, like it's not true, it's not true. And so she ends up targeting Kiki and Mark here, which is such a shame, such a misstep. You know, like, why isn't she taking a shot at Dane? Why isn't she taking a shot at Anthony?
Well, why are we putting Kiki up all the time? What is the deal?
I think people really see her as a threat. Probably like incorrectly, but I think that she just comes off like very able as like a mental threat and like a strategic threat. And she keeps saying in front of everybody, like, I love this show. I have so much respect for this show. But that only makes yourself have a bigger target.
Hi, Adam in the chat. He says, I've decided the blood veto is the diamond power of veto with Canadian currency conversion.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So another frustrating thing. So Chelsea told Steffi like all about the guys alliance, and you know, previously all of us have been like pretty rooting for Steffi. Like, yeah, like she could be like a winner. She could be like one of the people that takes out these guys. So what does Steffi do with that information immediately after Chelsea tells her all of this stuff? Steffi, laying in bed with Dane, tells Dane everything.
And he's like, really? Are you serious?
Yeah. Are you serious?
Are you serious? No way.
So I'm just frustrated overall. What did you think about the whole blood veto like not competition but like moment in the show? What did you think about that?
Which episode did this happen in?
Yesterday night, Sunday.
I didn't see Sunday night's episode.
Okay, so I'll explain to you what happened. So basically, Sam is locked up in her HOH room, like about to make nominations, and she has do like a TV that is showing like the other house guests downstairs. So all the other house guests are in the backyard with like a buzzer in front of them, and the blood veto is in like a glass case, like in the middle of all of them. And so they all have to discuss and decide unanimously one person to take this blood veto, and the glass chamber doesn't open up unless everybody, like all the house guests, are putting their hand down on a buzzer except for one person.
And how did that work out?
So Kira was very vocal. She was like, you know, like not she, I'm sorry, they were very vocal about like, you know, I think I should get this. Like, I've been on the block a few times. Like, I'm not like locked into any one alliance. Like, I think that this is the most fair decision for me out of anybody to get this power. And Adam's like really tight with Kira. Him and Sam are kind of have like a side deal with Kira. So Adam was pretty vocal in agreeing that like, yeah, I think Kira should get this. This is very fair. And then the only person that kind of gave any pushback to that was Steffi. She was like, no, like I wanna get this too. Like, I promise I won't use it. And Mark was pretty quick to call her out on her bullshit. He was like, no, Steffi, if you get this, like, and me and Kiki are on the block, you're just going to use this to save Kiki. Like, you're going to use this. And Steffi was such a bad liar in that moment. Steffi was like, no, I definitely wouldn't use it. It was so bad, Allison.
It's like you read my mind.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Like she was totally just like caught in that moment, and it was really embarrassing. So eventually, like Kira just like, was a little bit more vocal, like after Steffi made her plea, and then everybody unanimously agreed that Kira should have the veto. So that is who has the blood veto.
And who did Sam nominate?
So Sam ended up nominating Mark and Kiki.
Okay.
And another frustrating part is like she nominates Mark, but Mark is like the one person out of the Pretty Boys Alliance that has like all this doubt and wants to take a shot at them, right? So Sam is like doing the work of the Pretty Boys Alliance, which is so frustrating.
So do you think Kiki's going home?
Well, we're getting into spoiler territory now, but guess who won the power veto?
Dane.
Close. Adam won the power veto. Right, exactly.
Close? That's not even the same thing.
Well, it's just like another win for the Pretty Boys Alliance.
Right.
So I don't believe Adam is going to use the veto. Nothing's happened with that yet. But so it looks like Kiki is going home, which is so frustrating. Like she's probably the most capable to take the Pretty Boys out of anybody. And it's another female that's like a strong female that's going home. You know, we've seen Laura, Kaylin, Chelsea, like all these like really strong women go home, and now Kiki's going to go home next after that. All we have left on the girl side is Corey, who is just kind of like floating by, Steffi, and Sam.
How is Corey still there?
I know Corey's playing a really like floater game.
Big Brother 6. Who was the chick that they brought in from the audience? Veronica. She was gone by now. Like,
yeah, I mean, Veronica and Marin were both gone.
And Corey hasn't even been nominated.
No. And she won a power veto too.
Wow. So, hey, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever works. She's throwing it she's throwing it on the wall and watching it stick. Good for her.
The frustrating part is like these guys are just so solidified, right? And then like the stragglers on like the opposition just aren't able to come together for whatever reason. So like Damien and Corey, Steffi, Kiki, Kira, like they're all just like not comparing notes, not having conversations with each other that they need to be having.
There just needs to be a huddle. There needs to be a huddle, and
a lot of people are comparing this season to Big Brother 12 with the Pretty Boys being the brigade. What do you think about that?
I don't know. They had more substance.
They did.
12. I think that's kind of, I could see it, but how many people, how many Pretty Boys are in the Pretty Boys Alliance? Dane, Adam, Mark, and Anthony.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How many people are still in the house that are not in the Pretty Boys?
10.
Sam. 10. So there's 6 other people, and 4 of them, minus the 2 that are on the block.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like Sam totally could have. And that like another point is that like Sam is like worried about like these like 4 guys being together and Adam like kind of choosing them over her. Why doesn't she do something about it? And why doesn't she put up Anthony and Dane and kind of fracture that guys alliance so that Adam has no choice to be kind of more solidified with her?
What has Kiki done? I mean, I don't know what I'm missing. There's always that one person that just keeps getting thrown on the block over and over and over again, and it's either her or Kira.
Yeah.
And just leave Kiki out of it. Put Anthony and Mark up.
Right.
Put Dane and Mark up. You know, she's not going to put up Adam, obviously. But I guess if she puts one of them up and one of the Pretty Boys wins the veto, obviously they're going to use it.
Well, and Adam won the veto this week. So say she put up Anthony and Dane, that would have been a really interesting decision, like who he would have saved between them two and who that replacement nominee would have been if Adam used it. And if that would have caused any dissension between Adam and Sam.
Well, what is Sam telling Mark about being on the block?
I think she's just saying like, you're upon like my target is Kiki. But I mean, like we've seen a lot of diary rooms lately of Sam being like, I don't. Well, a lot of people are saying this actually about Mark. They're saying like, I don't trust him. He's playing all sides. In the Sunday episode, Allison, they Dane and Adam were talking in like the secret room about Mark, and they're saying like he's sketchy. Like I don't like know if I trust him anymore. And then like Mark like comes in and he's like, oh, sorry, do you guys need a minute? And it's just this like awkward silence. And then they're like, no, you're good. Like, don't worry about it. So then Mark leaves. And it was just a really like unsettling moment for Mark. And if I were Adam and Dane in that situation, I would have like done everything I could to make sure Adam or Mark still felt comfortable, right?
If people stop talking when you come in the room, they're talking about you, unless they pull up, hey, yeah, come here, da 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 da.
Right. That's the move, you know, like you need to be like, oh, sorry, like I thought you were somebody else. Come here, let's talk about something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come here. We thought you were such a nuts.
Right.
Hey, Thomas, the talkers in the chat. How are you? I don't know. I don't know anymore, Tyler. I can't wait for Big Brother 21 to start. I'm looking forward to Wednesday for Survivor. I'm looking forward to us getting caught up on the challenge and doing a little mini overview of what's going on with that.
Yeah, we need to do that soon.
We really need to do that.
Why don't we do that next week? Like at this time, like we'll just like talk about Big Brother Canada for like 5 or 10 minutes and then just like recap like what's going on in the challenge.
Happy April Fool's.
There's going to be nothing new to report.
Right. This isn't an April Fool's joke. We really are just have zero motivation. I'm sorry. I just feel like it's just not a good season. It's just too predictable. It's just oh, what's this? Hold on, breaking it. This is April Fool's.
That's
Thomas
an April Fool's thing.
Okay. Because he said Jeff Probst is resigning from Survivor. Shame on you. Bonita said Adam is not going to use the veto. At first, they wanted to use it to backdoor Corey. Why?
Yeah. I mean, there were, depending on who won the veto this week, there were a lot of options being thrown around in terms of who they were going to take out. It was Corey was one of them. Damien was one of them.
We got a backdoor Corey.
Yeah.
Seriously, because she's a threat. With a straight face, she's a threat. Who came up with that idea? I want a name right now. Hi, Lori M in the chat. Was it? Let's go. Let's talk about Adam for a minute. What a dumb dipshit this guy is. I don't even know where to begin. He's a big guy. He's won a couple of things. He's an idiot. He's a moron.
He is. And, you know, this is like a stark, just total difference in casting from last season, right? Like we had all of these like really strong women. Think about Kayla. Think about Erica Hill. Do you think either of those two women would have put up with any of this bullshit from these guys this year?
Hell no.
Their asses would be on the block. They would be taken out in a heartbeat.
Just stop it with this crap. Sam, get your head out of Adam's ass. It's done. This guy is dumb as hell. He's an idiot. I don't know how he got on. He makes, listen, I'm not attacking the guy personally, but you know how you just get around someone and you're just like, yeah, I can't with you. Just stop. There's nothing going on with him. There's nothing going on up there.
There's not, which is weird because he's like winning like mental competitions too.
Is he just dumb? Is he just smart is it luck?
I think he's just like confident. Like maybe like the other people competing are just like nervous that like, oh, they're gonna win again. You know what I mean? And the guys are thinking like, yeah, we're gonna win again. And those nerves kind of take over.
Yeah. It does, I guess, because you're so if I'm in an HOH competition and the big 6'5" guy next to me is so relaxed that he can belch and fart continuously during the HOH.
Run and go get a slice of pizza.
Get a pizza, whatever. That's a big red flag. Take him out. I don't want to hear this meat shield shit.
Yeah.
Just get him out of the way.
Yeah.
And then eat each other alive. At least it'll be a game then. And at least it'll be a real competition then. It is just so predictable. It's boring. This is fucking, excuse me, Jesus, this is boring.
Right.
I am bored with Big Brother Canada 7.
Yeah, and I think that like production is attempting to fix this by doing this like stupid blood veto thing, but the end result is them all coming to like an agreement, like, you know, let's just gonna pick somebody who's not going to use it.
They don't even know what they're doing with the blood veto. Let's just call it what it is.
Right.
They don't know what they're doing. The producers don't know. They just pulled it out of their butts and said, let's put, that's why it's probably covered in blood. It's ass blood, because they pulled it out of their butt and put it on there and said, we don't know. We're just going to leave it there and we're going to steal ideas from the fans. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have a fucking plan.
Right.
What happened? Where is the magic that is Big Brother Canada? We look forward to this because of the twist and all of the things that they do that separate it from Big Brother US, to where we go, I wish they would do this on Big Brother America. And now it's just ridiculous.
It is. I mean, like, I'm looking at the board right now of like who's left, and I can't find like one single person that I am like rooting for to win. Like maybe Damien, but that's more so just because he's like the least offensive to me. He's not like somebody that I'm like actively like rooting for the win, you know? I mean, like, who are you rooting for at this point, if anybody?
Damien.
Yeah.
I just want to, because I like the guy.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Saturday morning when I got up, I watched Thursday night's double. I already knew what happened, but I watched it anyway. And I'm sitting there on my couch drinking my coffee. I got Finley in my lap. And as I'm watching the show, this is how bored I was. I'm looking up at my ceiling and I'm looking at the vents. And I'm going, I need to vacuum. I need to get the dust out of my vents. And then I'm looking around my stool. Do I have enough connections to my hose on my vacuum cleaner to reach that? So I paused the show. I got all my contraptions together and it worked.
Yeah.
And I ended up vacuuming vents and went back to watching the show.
Yeah. And you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I could have left it on and just kind of glanced at it while I was vacuuming the dust out of my vents.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we'll see. It's looking like Kiki is going to be going home. We'll see who wins HOH. It's probably going to be Dane or Adam. And we'll see which female gets eliminated next week. And,
yeah, it's just going to be and they're not pretty. They're not pretty boys.
And right, exactly. I fucking hate that name too.
So
but you know, like say like one of them wins, like this will definitely be in the conversation for like one of the most dominant alliances at this point. But think about this, like we had a really dominant alliance last season with Big Brother 20 in level 6. But I was much more entertained with that ride. Because they're like the opposition, the Falte, was just so messy and so entertaining. Like this year, we don't have that. Like this year, we have just people just kind of just like falling over and like waiting to die on the sword.
Yeah, and the people that are trying to rally the troops are gone.
Yeah.
And don't give me that, well, that's why they're gone. They're playing the game. So I guess we want to be stuck with a bunch of people who want to be predictable robots and just do whatever. And, you know, we're going to have a final 2 of Dane and Adam, and Dane's going to win.
Right.
There, I'm calling it.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, oh, well, I care.
Right. Like the drama will be like them cutting Anthony at final 3 and like, and that's it, you know?
And he's just going to be like, well, I really haven't done shit anyway. What has he done?
Nothing. I mean, he's, him and Corey are pretty close. Like that's why like a lot of people are comparing it to the Brigade.
Oh, good. Maybe Corey and Anthony can team up together and do nothing together.
Right. Exactly. I mean, Mark had Kiki as like a side deal. Anthony has Corey. Dane has I don't like Dane. Oh, Dane has Steffi, and Adam has Sam. So you know, yeah, like the success of the Brigade came from like Hayden having Kristen, Enzo having I don't think Enzo really had anybody.
And they cut them, did they not?
Right, exactly. But that's what's happening here, is that like once like they start realizing like what's going on, they're cutting them, which is why like Sam is in like such danger here. Like I don't think that, unfortunately, I don't think that Sam's going to be around for much longer at all.
Next week during Sam's exit interview,
yeah,
Arissa's going to ask her, where do you think your game went wrong the minute I started falling for Adam?
Yep.
That is exactly what it's going to be.
Yep. And not just falling, but like she's letting him like make all these decisions for her. She's head of household this week, for God's sake. And we're taking out Kiki.
Exactly. The only thing that came from this week's episodes was Kira explaining, what is it called again? By what? The
non-binary.
Non-binary. That was the only thing. When she and Chelsea were talking and she explained it all, I understood it better.
Yeah.
You know, that was a good conversation. You know, how you're feeling. Some days you feel female, some days you feel male, you know, and some days you might feel both. So I understood that a lot better. That grabbed my attention. It was a good heartfelt moment. But like, what kind of a threat though is Kira?
Right.
You're going to be stuck with real threats at the end of the day.
Right.
And shit's going to go down. Maybe that'll be a big battle. Maybe it'll be a gladiator match and it'll be worth it. I don't know. But I'm not looking forward to seeing Anthony and Adam and Dane bro down for Final 3 and with Mark.
Right. Well, the only glimmer of hope here, speaking of Mark, is that he wants to take a swing at these guys, right? Like he keeps saying that in the diary room. He's like, "Oh, I wish I won this HOH during the double eviction, so I could have taken a swing at them." I just worry that that's revisionist history and not what he would actually do, right? Because that just sounds way too good to be true. And I don't like realistically, I don't know if it's the best move for Mark to do that yet at this point. Like maybe like 1 or 2 more rounds. Because like there's still Sam to take out. There's still Kira with this blood veto to take out. Damian, Corey, Steffi. Like there's still a lot of people that could go before he takes a swing at them. But I'm hoping he's not thinking smart like that, and he's just thinking like, I want to take these guys out, and maybe he wins HOH. You know, like maybe him being nominated will kind of give him that drive to like push a little bit harder during the HOH competition.
Yeah, but will he actually do it?
Right, that's the thing.
I don't want to hear you talk about it. I want to see you do it.
And you know, like sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like this was the frustration of Big Brother 19 was, oh, like, can Mark win HOH? And like, if he wins it, will he take a stab at Paul? Maybe, probably not. Oh, is Elena like maybe going against them? Is this the week that Alex and Jason like maybe go against Paul? Maybe not. Like it's all these like what if scenarios that like they really had to like grow a pair of balls and do it and take a move against like the big opposition here. And they fell short of it every single time on Big Brother 19. And I just don't think people have the balls to do it on this season too with this cast.
This is funny that you brought up Big Brother 19 because you and I had a conversation.
Yeah.
Tyler sends me a mission. I am lacking vision to do the show today. And I'm like, I feel you. Let's just do a show, 30-minute, whatever. And you were like, I don't know how you covered Big Brother 19 by yourself. Let me just throw this at you. By myself. Here's the thing. That was back when I did shows by myself. I put the show together by myself, filmed the show by myself, edited it. I did everything alone.
Yeah.
Prior to Big Brother 19, I started this show with Big Brother 17 and 18. I filmed shows every Wednesday, Thursday, and every other Sunday night. So basically, you had me Wednesdays and that was 2 nights in a row. So basically 3 nights a week. Because I did do a lot of Sundays because there was stuff that went on. I basically did that as my live feed kind of because I was into the live. I did live feeds. I do watch them for that. Big Brother 19 rolled around and, I did my opening show. I was doing the shows once a week. I filmed them on Saturday afternoons when I felt like it. and posted them. Sometimes I would do Friday when I got off work early. It just depended. I was so not motivated to do it.
Yeah.
But I forced myself. I had to do it because they're, you know, I love the people who watch this show, and I didn't want to disappoint them. But there were times where I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing. This guy's in a tutu. This guy's got pants. And he's chasing the guy in the tutu. He's a green tutu. I mean, I said,
and he's the one who wins the season.
The best show I did during Big Brother 19 was the one I did with my parents.
Oh, boy.
Go back and watch the Big Brother 19. I'm sitting on the couch in between my mom and dad. Hilarious. It was one of the best I've ever done with them.
Okay, I'll check that out.
So it is just like, because my dad is just like so monotone, and my mom has got her little Josh bandana on. Like, she's all in it. She was all in. But you got to go all in even when you don't feel like it sometimes. And,
yeah, absolutely.
It could all turn around next week, and we'll be, you know, I'm not going to abandon the show because we're not happy with the direction it's going. Yeah. Because then we're no better than anyone else.
Right. Exactly.
And, you know, and if it turns around next week, it'll be like about damn time.
Yeah. And we'll be sitting here next week, like super ecstatic over Dane and Anthony on the block with one of them going home. That would be beautiful. And that's all we need is just like one round of that to really shake up everything in the game. But
it's not likely.
It's not likely.
Because when this show's over, I'm going to go watch the challenge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm 2 episodes behind on the challenge, and I gotta catch up.
So which do you like more, this season so far, or the zit that's on the left side of your face?
Listen, here's the thing. I've got this one and this one struggling for attention. Okay, like they're fighting. They're both like, no, I'm bigger. No, I'm the bigger one. And, you know, women break out certain times of the month. Okay. And for some, like this one has concealer on it. This one, I was afraid if I put concealer on it, it would get infected. This one doesn't really have anything in it, so it'll go away. This one popped, and it was like,
oh boy.
Smacked the mirror. I heard the skin break. I went backwards, almost landed on my toilet. I go, Chris.
You had a little bit of like recoil.
I know. I go, Captain Obvious. It happened. It came out. It popped. Look, it's on the mirror. Come look at this before I wipe it off. And he's like, "That's TMI. I'm not coming in there looking at that shit. How much is on there?"
That's funny. That's true love.
Hello, Pokemon. We all know who you're really here to see.
Sure.
But we can name them Yip and Yap. Who knows? They'll probably still be here for Wednesday's show. Who knows? Yeah. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. Who won the veto again?
Adam won the veto.
Adam won the veto. Not going to use it. Kiki's going to go, so that'll be it. Yep. We are going to do a show where we just ramble on about the most recent season of the challenge. I had contacted Alex Kidwell, and he agreed to do the show with us. So we're going to catch up and do something on that soon.
Good.
So we have that going on. And what did Pokemon say? I love both Tyler and Allison. I'm only rooting for Dane. He's such a... Hello? Yep. I'm right there with you, Pokemon. Yeah, I'm rooting for him too. I'm rooting for him and that little lone eyebrow. Yep, I sure am. Let's go. Let's do this. But yeah, we're gonna do the challenge and some other things. Clifford Myers, I don't know if some followers, he and I have done some stuff. He's helped cover some Survivor in the past. He and I are throwing together a show where we talk about the history of streaming and Netflix and what everyone's watching. And I don't know when we're going to do that. We got to get but we're just going to giggle and laugh and cut up, and our ADDs are probably going to kick in, and it's going to be ridiculous. But we'll definitely be back Wednesday at 8 Central to cover Survivor, Edge of Extinction, which I love.
I'm so excited. At least that shit's good.
Yeah, at least that shit's real good. How's your shit feeling right now, Tyler?
What the kind of shit?
I don't know. How are you feeling right now, Tyler?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Not quite there yet. I may have had a little help from Mary Jane before the show, if that's what people are wondering about.
That's how bad this show. This is how bad the show in general has gotten. That
I had to get high to get through it.
I had to get high to tolerate me and everything else on the show. Oh my dear.
Pokemon also says, also Dan and Anthony represent the worst toxic masculinity I've ever seen. Agreed. It's so terrible.
I'm just over it. I'm just over it, Pokemon. That's all there is to it. Just done. DONE, done. So, okay, join us Wednesday. And for our future shows, please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown so you will get notices when we're going to go live. And, you know, we throw it out there on Twitter and Facebook when we're going to do a show. My bad, didn't do it today. I apologize. So, you know, follow me on Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. Subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube and like the Facebook page, My Weekly Meltdown. I am on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. My cat Finley is on Instagram at shut up. Finley's Insty. And that's FINLEYS_INSTI. And Tyler, how can people find you?
You can find me at TLyonz, TLYONZZ on Twitter. I think I'm starting to feel something because I'm getting a little silly.
Okay, do that again one more time because the giggling cut it up.
Sorry, it's at TLyonz, TLYONZZ on Twitter.
Okay, and do you want to plug your website, or are we just gonna?
Not tonight.
Not tonight. Okay. He doesn't want anyone to know who he really is.
Right.
This really isn't Tyler. This is Ty.
This is Ty. Hi, Ty. Oh, boy.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pokemon. We love you too. Thomas the Talker, Bonita, Lori M, everyone that was in the chat. Let's see. Kyle, Adam, everybody. I apologize if I missed your name. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys Wednesday evening for Survivor. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait a minute. Are we going to do it out like this? What is this called? APR? What is it? Oh my God.
APR, Allison? That's like for old people, right?
Right.
It's ASMR.
This is ASMR.
With Tyler and Allison.
This is ASMR. This is My Weekly Meltdown with Allison and Tyler. Thank you so much. For one of these days, we're going to actually commit to doing a Love Line show.
And we have to talk like this for an entire hour.
And we're gonna be in. Look, you can really see the zit now.
Oh boy, yeah! Don't get any closer. You'll break the camera.
Oh, I think it needs to go again. Okay.
All right, that's it.
We're done. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.